Ladies and gentlemen, we are on beta 2 of KrafterPRO 3. So I'm super excited because quite a lot of you have joined the beta program and have already started sending in all the issues that we have, and I've already addressed some of these, which is super cool. So if you want to be a part of this, there's still time. Go ahead. I'll leave a link to that in the video description below, and there's a community here which I created specific for the beta testing. Okay. So let me show you what was added today. In fact, one of our members here suggested something pretty cool, and that is when importing, we need to have this like a status to tell us what is on our system so that it's easy for us to know. So for variables, you can see here, there's this bluish purple color. And then over here on the presets, you can see this is a yellowy color. And then over here, this is something brand new. This is a drop zone for theme builder templates. This is something we did not have before. So what's really cool here is, in fact, let me cancel this so I can show you. Now, do you see this little status icon here? It means we have a variable here. So if I go in and delete everything, I'm going to come over here and reset and just make sure I get rid of everything. You'll see that that status changes. So in your design agency or you're a freelancer, it is very easy for you to see what has been installed and what hasn't been installed. So in this quick example, I want to show you what happens if I were to install a variable or variables. I'm going to drag and drop them in here. I'm going to do a quick preview, and sure enough, we can see there's 82 color variables that are going to come in. We also have some font variables, 2 of them coming in, and spacing variables. And also this little button here tells us what is happening. So if there's any files already on the system and we're doing a merge, they will be grayed out so you can see what's coming in and what's remaining, which is pretty cool. All right, so this is our preview. This will show us everything. So I'm just going to quickly scroll down here and do a confirm and import. And then I'm going to go ahead. All right, so now that we've imported, if we come over here to our status, you'll see that here we have a nice status telling us what is on our system. And of course, over here, we can see we have 82 colors and a total of 204 variables, but we do not have any presets. So this works pretty cool. Now, let's see what happens when I add a theme builder. Now, I want you to notice the UI here. You see at the moment, we have one button. So if I were to drag and drop in a theme builder template, which is this one right here, I'm going to drag and drop it here. Now, do you see a button appeared? Okay, let's do it one more time, just in case you missed it. Okay, so if I drag and drop a theme builder file like that, the button appears, and then I'll just do a import theme builder, and my theme builder has imported and it's telling me now that, everything has been installed. And again, if we take a look at our status, the green button, the green dot now has lit. And if I do the same with the presets, that is what happens. So now, if I were to go in and take a look and see if everything is there, I just have to go to Divvy and then theme builder. Now this feature was added in today, by the way. So our theme builder has been added and everything is working fine. I'm really super excited about this because there are going to be times where we're going to be sharing just the theme builder designs, and there's going to be different styles of this theme builder, which is really, really cool. So just dragging and dropping them in here will be a fantastic thing. All right, so back over here, there's also a few things that have been updated. We had issues with the icons that were not consistent. So here you can see the import icon has changed, the export icon has changed as well. And if I go to the export tab, what was changed here? Okay, I don't think anything updated here. Okay, so here we did not make any changes. Now let's go to the style guide. The style guide has been updated. So you can see there were 2 logos here, logo areas and the light logo. So that has been removed because there was a suggestion that if the light logo goes on a white background, it won't be seen, right? I mean, I should have thought of that. But anyway, that's gone. So now we only have one area to drop your logo in here, which is cool. And if I scroll down here, you'll see that now our brand colors are presented in a much better way, which is again really nice. Brand shades. Now some of these I'm going to redo them because I can see that things are not laid out in the right order. Okay, but these are going to be updated, which is pretty cool. Next, we also have our handoff document. So here we haven't changed much, but you can see if anything has been filled in, it's going to have a solid dot, but if something's not filled in, it will not have a dot. So this is pretty cool as well. So you can go in and fill this in, and once this is filled in, you can do a preview of the PDF just like that, and it will have all the data and all the information. And you can see the logo of the company or your clients will be showing nice and clear over here, and I also need to add a feature where if nothing has been filled in, it should not appear on this document. I think that's going to help as well, because if the document goes out like this, then it doesn't look really professional. It looks like the site is not complete. So that's something that we're going to do in the next update. Okay, so that is the handoff document. This is going to make you look professional. Next, our downloads. Okay, this hasn't changed. We can download our design system from here. We can also download our theme builder from here. So when KrafterPRO ships, it is going to have the files built in, which means we don't need to go in and unzip a folder which has zip files into zip files inside zip files. It's going to be easy for us to do this. And when it updates, it will just have a little icon here that shows that there's an update, which is pretty cool. The shop, I think I mentioned about this in the last video. This is where we're going to have all our starter sites. So the starter sites are going to be here. If you are a member of, if you have purchased KrafterPRO, you're going to get all these starter sites absolutely free. This is your time to sign up for the lifetime membership, because this is going to be a subscription, a yearly subscription. And if you don't renew, you won't get the updated starter sites. But the plan is to create a starter site a month, a beautiful starter site a month, which works with the design system that we have here. That's the whole idea. So I've already started working on the licensing system, as you can see here. So when we launch, the licensing system is going to be in. So you need to make sure that you get your lifetime license for KrafterPRO. You're going to get all your starter sites for free. Any updates to KrafterPRO, any updates to your variables and presets. As you know, Divvy is changing. So you don't want to be stuck with an old system. You want to have the latest one. So making sure that you have the lifetime license, just make sure that you have everything all ready. Plus, you also do get support with it. So I'll leave a link to that in the video description below. And also, if you haven't signed up yet for the Divvy Mastery course, it is right here. This course now has 1,425 students. This course will just get you up and running super fast with Divvy 5. Divvy is super exciting to work on, especially if you understand how to use variables and presets. You are going to love designing websites with Divvy. But of course, we need to have all the tools in place, which is what we're trying to build here, so that it makes the designing of websites much, much easier. I forgot to mention that there's a huge update that I did to all the variables. So if I go to an existing page, you'll see that I've named, the variables are all changed now. So let's say I go in and I add a text module like that. Now, if I were to come over here to the top, you can see that right now I haven't added the presets. They haven't imported, I think. I'll need to import this. But anyway, I've renamed all the variables to start with the letter K so that you don't get confused when we import other variables from other designers. So I think that's a really cool feature, but I will showcase that tomorrow because I don't want this video to be too long. If you see any problems while you're working with KrafterPRO, please let me know so we can fix this before we launch. Until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one. Take care.